Yes, are you going to wave? There we go. Hey, I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm doing fine. I hope you had a nice weekend. I know I did because the last stream on Saturday was really a lot of fun. We have finally finished off the bank and it's placed behind this monumental wall. I will show you that in a second. Now for today, originally I had something planned, but I have to delay that because there are a couple of reasons for that. But nonetheless, we're going to do something fun because we're going to make some bungalow houses near the beach, something that looks a little bit tropical slash Hawaiian. And I'm thinking also to make a little bar. I'm not sure if it's called a tiki bar, but more about that in a second. So originally I had something planned which was just a small tour video for today because there are two projects that I have already been working on the last couple of weeks, and even one of these projects the last couple of months. Now I wanted to actually finish off the Ylands jungle and show it to you, plus the other two projects, but I was like, that's not really going to be a building episode, right? It's just planting some stuff, show it to you. Then I got like a new shop, show it to you. And of course another thing is the supermarket, which I have added the last bits and pieces to it. Anyways, long story short, what I will end up doing is once I have a project finished, I'm just going to show it to you at the start of this episode, which for today I'm going to show you one out of the three things already, plus the bank, and then we're going to have some fun building. I think that is a better idea than just a short touring video. And of course, before I walk away, I have a few couple of comments, and Gurent is saying, nice job as usual. I think the new pad is great. Speaking of cars, I think you should contact AAA from for that. Is the best car builder and he could show you some tips and tricks for your cars. He actually made what I think is called a Willy Jeep, like a World War II American Jeep, and I think that really looks cool. Gave me some ideas for a car that I want to have. And of course I would like to make a tour video of his map. I'm still going to need to contact him. Sooner or later it will happen, and then I might ask some tips and tricks too. JD is saying, yeah, you need some trees and other plants and that area will look really cool. I have already started on that. I just need to colorize them, and of course I need to play some more planting around, but more about that another time. And then I have a comment of someone who spread out his comments on the older videos, but nonetheless I just want to show you that Dirty Duck is saying hello. I find here missing a beach with umbrellas and beds, etc. Generally super city, harm that NPCs cannot run around. LG D-Duck. I think it's actually a fun comment because the last couple of days people were already saying, hey, you need to do some stuff with the beach, and of course for today we are already going to work onto the beach. And thank you a lot for calling it a super city, and other guys also thank you a lot for your comments. Alright, let me first show you this beautiful bank building that we have been making together on a stream. There are a couple of ideas of other players, there are a couple ideas of myself, and then here it is. So JD actually came up with the idea to make the bank look modern. Then I went on Google, I looked at a few couple of modern banks, and then I chosen two type of designs, like this white skeleton on the outside, plus that idea of the green and black with the sign on top. I combined them together. Having a lot of windows makes this building very unique and a lot of fun to also be inside because you have a nice view onto whatever is around. I'm hungry. Yes, done. Alright, let me just show you real quick inside. So with the two entrances on this street side and on the other side at the beach, and once you come in there are a few couple of ways to go, and it seems like I left all the doors open. Now here is of course the main hall, and there are like the parts where you wait. You can deposit your money or withdraw a large sum of money, or put anything else what you want to have in the bank right down here, like very important papers or jewels or anything that you need to save up. And down here there are two of these little ATM machines, and of course you have like this little ticket machine. You just take the ticket out, and then on the sign on top there it will show you which number you are. There are some cameras here and there around the area. I'm not going to show them all to you because, you know, maybe you have some bad planning in mind. This modern type of lamp is an idea of Yo has Lego. I think it's really cool. Now here is a little office where you, I don't know, maybe you need to open like a bank account or talk some business or whatever. And yeah, this computer and mouse and whatever not is of Mellow. And you can also get this building into the Blueprint store. Now down here we have a coffee slash hot choco slash tea machine. So that's why there are 3 of these nipples sticking out underneath. Something wild for everyone. Damn it. How difficult is it to just, you know, eat? It is almost like you're playing like Fallout 4 and there is like some item laying in the toilet, and then if you're not being careful, you just drink the dirty toilet water rather than picking the item out of the toilet. Yeah, so also another thing here, some people are wondering like, why is this Halloween stuff still here? Make something fun out of it. And I was like, no, I just want to keep this here as a reminder of the time of Halloween, because I don't think there will be a second Halloween in this season. I could be wrong though, but I want to keep this as a memory. We also fixed up the fence down here, and the reason why this stuff is out here is because a piece of the fence for some reason was still sticking out, and I cannot deal with that. Even though, you know, yours Lego said like, why is it, you can also act like it's like a piece of gum or whatever. On this side it's perfect. Like, look at it. Beautiful, right? Now, before I'm going to show you the rest of the stuff, on this other side down here, there is a toilet. It might be a little bit yet to empty. I keep saying that, but yeah, here you can wash your hands. You got some paper to dry your hands. And down here is a toilet. Now, everyone knows how a toilet looks like, right? But look at this. We have some toilet paper. This is an idea of Parrot, I believe. And then I made this guy down here because, you know, it was like, if you run out, you need to have a little bit of extra, right? Alright, so down here is what they call, I believe, bank tellers, because they tell your money, which sounds a bit odd in English for me, because in Dutch, teller is also like, you know, counting your money. So I'm not really sure what is up with that name. But yeah, down here you have places for 2 of these, and then yeah, also PC and stuff and whatnot. Now there is some stuff sticking out underneath. I cannot really do anything with that, because if I raise the keyboard, it's like looking like one of these things out of the 90s, and yeah, it is fine. It is all going to be fine. Yeah, of course, here I got like the classic bank sign. I had to add it in here, and then down here is like the big vault with other stuff like gold and money bags, and right down here you can put your papers and jewels, and I don't know what is worth enough to be in here, because also down here we have this vault, a jewel box and gold pouches. So that is that for the bank, and I asked it a bank name, and actually JD came up with a name to call this Pelican Cove Bank, which basically means we now have an official name for this island called Pelican Cove. So at some point someday I'm going to make like a nice sign to put up at the entrance of the harbor right down there. Now another thing that I have been doing is one of the 3 projects that I wanted to show for today is I've been putting around some posters. What does that have to do with the supermarket? Well, I'm going to show you that in a minute, but yeah, I just made this for fun. Island 2023 Olympics, and also one down here. And as you can see right down in here, I've been putting up some more posters. Now I did notice when you look at it from, you know, a straight angle, it looks fine, it looked nice. I did notice once you look at it from the side, it's a little bit, you know, glitching out, but I'm not going to remove and re-add the whole stuff again. I wanted to have flat posters, and this is as flat as possible before, you know, it starts to come out as a 3D type of deal. And here, of course, meat slice is now perfect, and of course, donuts. Reasonable prices though. Of course, on this side, I fixed that guy all the way up, and we got another one right down here. Vignetta. And of course, some more donuts. Now, the only thing that is missing in the shop is donuts. Because this vignetta is actually right in here. These blue packets and the red packets. But we don't have donuts. Why are there no donuts in this game? We need donuts in this game. So, okay, just a little spoiler then. As you can see, I've been planting around a lot of these palm trees. Now, originally, I have been saying I should make like pre-made palm trees with the colors attached to them, but I thought, you know, it's going to be troublesome planting these all the way around, so I'm just going to do the same as last time. I'm just going to recolor them randomly with the color scheme I made for it. And also right down here, I'll place down some more palm trees to hide it a little bit. And you just see the cup sticking out there. So that is very nice. Plus, I have also been connecting this pad down here. And I'm going to need to make like a sign like private camping or whatever. So not everyone is continuously going up there and bother these people that are camping in peace. Right. So we also ended up on the stream already building onto some bits and pieces for this garage. We made like a very cool sign. We made some storage boxes and custom suspension and whatnot. So this thing will also be done sooner or later. And yeah, this building here is a work in progress. Everything will be fine. So let's just walk around here. And then this is the area I would like to work on. Now, by the look onto my recording, 40 minutes already passed, so I'm going to need to keep things a little bit tight up. Now, what I would like to do here is make this area look nice. First of all, we're going to need to flatten things out just a little bit, I think, and then just, you know, add some bushes and whatnot, like wild plants that could be there. And of course, I'm going to need to hide this for a bit. This is like a second entrance I made from downstairs from the cave, so I need to do a little bit about this and that. I don't want people to get drunk and into the cave and get lost, and then it's getting flooded, and then it's all over the news, and ooh, you know, stuff like that. So in this case, I don't have to make a blueprint of anything. I'm just going to modify the stuff around here and then come back. Alright, I've been terraforming the land a bit, make it a bit more smoother with the rake, and meanwhile I was doing that, I could think of certain ideas what I could do, and I came up with something pretty cool for the tiki bar. So yeah, people who go there will be advised, you know, to go this way, and then I'm going to build a different sign, making it a little bit more logic that people need to go that way, of course, throughout the trees and stuff, and they can already see where they need to go. I want to make like a wooden pathway down here. There will be like a nice sign up here, bungalow, whatever. And once you come in here, more wooden pathway will be here, and then there will be a couple of docks going out into the ocean with a couple of these nice Hawaiian looking bungalow houses. Of course, I want to make like more houses, maybe one down here, like a reception maintenance building, or just something that I can come up with. I want to make this area look very Hawaiian, very grassy, very woodish, and I'll probably end up making like a couple of like nice looking fences made out of hay. And then I was like, I want to make this bar down here, but I wasn't like too sure about what I wanted to do with the mine. First of all, I was like, okay, let's make this bar down here. There's not much space, and maybe I need to make a stairways to the mine up here. And then something popped up in my head. Why am I not going to build this bar half into the mine? So it's going to be existing out of wood. I want to make like little lights, ropes, I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, down in here, I want to make the bar on this side. I want to build a wooden wall from this area to that area, just lock it off, have like a wooden door go here, and then, you know, in the back there will be the storage area, and there will be like a table here or something with a nice view onto, you know, the ocean. More tables, or like a little bit of a dance floor, and then like having a little extended part here where you can just stand, you know, look out, have a little bit of a talk. I want to make like these stairways going down here, and make like another part here with like couches look type of deal, with in the middle like a little fireplace where you can sit, and this area is going to look very nice. This of course does mean that I'm going to need to spend a couple episodes onto this whole show, so the theme park will rest for now once more. I'm only going to build this bungalow tiki bar type of deal out here, and then I'm going to wait with the beach part, because first I'm going to need to build this gigantic hotel on the other side of the island before I can decide what am I going to do with the whole beach between in this area and the hotel area. So yeah, the theme park will then be first, then the hotel, then the whole beach. Between it, I'm going to also work on the off-camera project. I have shown you 1 out of 3 projects that was done. Next Friday I probably have the new store done because I just unlocked some building blocks that I'm going to need it thanks to JD. And yeah, let's just first start building onto this area. I'm going to lay down a foundation of wall and floor that I'm going to need to use because I'm really going to need to build some bits and pieces right down in this area, and some other bits and pieces I'm going to need to do in the editor to just make it myself a little bit more easier. I'm just gonna grab some stuff that I think that I can use, and then let me just lay down. Why is this in here? Should not be in here. Should be in here. Yeah, let me just lay down the idea I had for the start of it. Right, I think I have a mate. I think I have a... What is wrong? Why can I not speak English? I think I have made a nice little start. I've been using these square wooden pier parts. Was that so difficult? So this is what I got for right now. I just wanted to show you before I continue doing other things. This is just a roughly type of deal right down here. And I kind of made this look nice like that. I am going to add like a few couple of beams in order to make it look a little more secure, but yeah, I think this is a good start down here. Of course, I don't want everything to be rock as the same as I don't want everything to be wood, so I think this will look nice for what it is right now. Of course, you can also just place something on there like a sign or whatever, and there will be like a nice railing around, and yeah. And I got plenty of space behind here for fantasizing a storage area. I got enough space for a nice bar, and yeah, the bar, I want to start it out just a little past here and then go like here and then right down here. I just have to see where I'm going to make like the entrance to the bar. I think I would like to do it on this side so people don't have to walk all the way around to bring drinks or like a bowl of fried snacks or whatever. All right, I have finished off the basic for the tiki bar. Now, of course, there are things that are glitching out, but I have a very nice idea. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this camera, and I'll guess doing it from this angle here might be the best, and then all the way up till right down there. Raise it up till here, clickety clack, tiki bar sample, tiki bar, whatever, one of these. Alright, now it is clickety clack done, right? So I have made here this, and what this is going to do, I'm going to end up demolishing every bit and piece except for this green one. And then in the editor, when I place the blueprint, I'll remove the green one. So once I need to place this back, I know I need to put this red one against the green one. Isn't that just brilliant there? Anyway, so yeah, I'm just demolishing this, bring it into the editor, because in the editor I can just move things up just a little bit, you know, so I can get rid of the glitchy stuff. I'm looking at this. I think this is fine. This is all fine. It looks better when things don't look all precisely. I'm going to keep that in mind. It is very easy to get tricked by stuff and then think like, oh, I need to make everything precisely on grid and whatever not. So the same will count for this. Just moving it a bit up, and the same for down here, and just don't forget to move this up a little bit. Okay, but it's going to be amazing. So let's see what we can do in the editor. Now let's see how this is going to look like. Oh god, that is pretty ugly. Is it pretty or ugly? Come on, make up your mind. So anyways, now I got this guy in here. I'm going to select that one and make sure that it's all nice on grid, just like that. And like I've been saying, remove this guy so I know where to connect it up. Now, I'm actually surprised that no other stuff came with this, so that is very good. Now, let's make this into a group, so I can just mess around without having to mess around. And the first thing that I'm going to do right now is just take care that all of the glitchy stuff is looking good and that the ceiling is on place. Alright, everything is up in place, and I think it's kind of funny that I added like a whole beam into this while I could just add in a block of 1 by 1 by 1. Now I'm going to show you a tiny little trick, and this is something that you need to keep in mind because I have been making this mistake a couple of times and then I was like, yes. Now the thing that I am talking about here is, first of all, I'm going to need to break the group, and I have been using this handy tool of Mellow where you can randomly colorize stuff. So what I basically mean is I'm going to need to choose some colors, right? And the thing here is, once you have chosen your colors, the problem with this is that once you save your game, load it back up, you have to redo this again. And now I know I've chosen some basic colors that were in my color palette, but what if I change some colors? The thing here is, what I'm going to do here is select all of these minus that one, right? And what I should also be doing is turn this guy off. We only want to make use of these guys. Now I could just, you know, colorize it. Now, by the look of it, it's a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I want to have a little bit of color in there, kind of keeping the darkness of this guy, and then the other one is a little bit like that. And then check it out again, and it is almost. I find that the lighter one needs to be a tiny touch darker, and then just do it again after. Yeah, this is, yeah, I you know what? Shading, that is perfect. So now I have it shade up, and I've been using like randomized colors in here. What is the very best thing to do is right away grab these colors and apply them to a block, because if I now would restart this game for whatever reason, and I'm going to do this the correct way. There we go. And then I can apply both of colors once again to this in case I'm going to need it for whatever reason. I have noticed this at the tree platform that I didn't do that. And then I just had to guess by picking some random colors in here what the original color was. And that can make things look a little bit silly. Now, of course, you could say like this is very light, but the randomized is the best thing you can do, and because we're going to add tables and decorative type of deals and whatnot, so a lot of this stuff will be hidden, but it's still nice to have a little bit of shade in there. And then once again, now I'm done, I can put it back into a group, because now I'm thinking of it, I know once I have made the railing around here, I want to apply again the shades onto the stuff. So it's like you're never done with what you're doing, so it's always best to save stuff up. So long story short, this is what I have came up with right now. I realized when I start adding these lights and these plants that it was time for me to show you guys what I have been doing. Now, first of all, of course, the railing, that looks like this. I've just been making use of these rods. That's how it looks all the way around. I'm not yet going to mess around with this series yet, because I need to know how first I'm going to fix the stairways before I can continue. Now, as you can see, here are these foldable doors. You just pull this, you stretch it out, and then, yeah, you get the idea here. This is how it looks from the top. And I got another one there, and then you just combine those two things together, and then you can lock it up. Also, right down here, I've just made this so it can be locked up to the wall. You don't want people to go inside being drunk and want to be more drunk, stuff like that. Now, this is how the bar looks like. A little bit of hay, straw type of deal is. And yes, I thought let's place it all the way around the wall, so it kind of looks like more filled in rather than just having these boring blank walls on the inside, at least. Yeah, got some space here for future decorations, and of course down here for some glasses. Now, I'm not yet done with, you know, the idea of having this colorful stuff against the wall. Of course, I'm going to need to adjust some things here and there. But the one thing that I have been realizing right now is that I'm going to have a problem setting this blueprint up. Because last stream I have been using all of my glowing protein, which you can make these light sticks with. which basically means, long story short, I'm going to need to head out and find some more glowing protein, or I'm going to need to trade this stuff. Now, another thing that I would like to do, just for the sake of it, since I cannot place this thing anyways, is I'm going to leave it with this. So you guys, if you have any ideas what I should add to the tiki bar, then let me know. Meanwhile, I'm just going to fill in this blueprint. I'm going to continue on it. And then if I read any comments with certain ideas, then I'm going to try to do my best to also implement it. Because in the next episode, we're going to need to continue working on this anyways. If it's about the whole stairways, the front part, we're going to need to make like little cozy areas. We're going to need to make some lightning. There is a lot that is going to need to be done on this blueprint anyways. This guy here is like almost done. It's just a couple more details and I'm thinking of it. I could also add like a propeller against the ceiling, because that looks also very tropical-ish, right? With just a simple pole and then a piece of bread as a mount onto the ceiling. Actually very nice. Yeah, like that. Just some bottles in here. I'm going to take the beer tap from the other cafe I've been making. Some bar stools, some round bar tables. Basically other type of decoration things. And yeah, then it's already like time to move on. So it's just because I'm being stuck right now and I have to, you know, take care of some resources. That is going to be my legit excuse to end this up right down here. But then again, this also gives you guys some space to drop in some ideas. Right, I'm really liking this idea here. So I'm just going to add in a pole, and then, like I said before, what I can do here is have a piece of bread dough and use this as a mount for the ceiling, like down here, and then put it like that. And it's kind of connected up. And then give this some color here. And of course make it look a little bit more nicer. Which I am being able to just add this into a group. Like that. Beautiful. Then now it's in a group. I can just choose some nice colors. I can just, you know, keep it simple. Make this dark. And then add in here a little bit of a metallic color. And then it just looks fantastic. I actually really like that idea here.